Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm going to show you how to make my locally world famous Trix marshmallow treats. What you're going to need is 1 bag of marshmallows. Today I happen to be using strawberry marshmallows. You can use the big ones or the small. It's the same amount in the packaging. It's about 10 ounces in both. And you're melting them down completely, so it really doesn't matter whether you get the big ones or the small ones. I have 100 grams of marijuana butter, a big non-stick pan, a wooden spoon or any type of spoon really, a box of Trix. You can either use Trix or generic Trix, it doesn't matter. I find they taste the same. This is just what I happen to get at the store today. And then I get a cupcake tin because this helps me to portion them into 12 servings. You could actually portion my edibles into 24 and eat one, or I portion them into 12 and then I'll eat half of one. Okay, first what you're going to want to do is, I actually like to start off by putting either a little bit of margarine or butter or a little tiny bit of oil in the bottom of the pan, because you're going to be putting the marshmallows in without any butter in addition to it. And that just helps it to stop them from sticking to the bottom of the pan. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let these start to get soft a little bit. And in about 2 minutes I'm going to add my butter to it. Now that the marshmallows have started to get sticky and gooey, as you can see, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my butter and just pour it right in. Basically going to want to keep stirring this. Make sure it's on really low heat, because the last thing you want to do is burn this. It's going to take about 5 more minutes until it completely becomes a paste, at which time is when you will add whatever type of cereal you like to put in this. Sometimes I use Trix, sometimes I use Cocoa Krispies, sometimes I use Apple Jacks, sometimes I use just regular Rice Krispies, Fruity Pebbles, Cocoa Pebbles. They all make really, really, really good sweet edibles. I'll bring this back when it's completely turned into a paste. The whole process to make these is no more than 15 minutes. Now that the marshmallows have been cooking for, it's been almost 5 minutes, it completely turns into a paste, at which time you're going to want to turn the heat off, move it over a burner because the less heat you have, the better it is. And then you just take a whole box of cereal and pour it in. Pretty simple, to be honest. Give it a good stir. Well, you get the picture. And then you take it from the pan after you give it a good stir, make sure it's thoroughly mixed. Trix tends to give you pretty good sized treats. Good size, 12 good sized treats, which is really why I like to use these tins. just to help accurately make them all about the same size. Of course, you're going to make sure to want to wash your hands thoroughly before you do this. Always be safe. It'll make 12 treats about that size, at which time I'll show you when they're all done. And voila, your end result. It takes about 15, maybe 20 minutes at the most. Don't they look awesome? Thanks a lot for watching my videos, you guys. Have a good one.